That fluffy exterior.
Exactly. Because it's not just a symbol of cozy sweaters. This is a masterpiece of ancient domestication.
A specialized survivor. So our mission is to really unpack the science here.
Right. We're getting into what the Incas call the fiber of the gods. It's high-altitude biology and some pretty surprising social rules that govern the herd.
Okay, so let's start right there with the fiber. We often mix them up with llamas.
We do. Llamas were for strength, for hauling things. Alpacas were bred for one thing.
Fiber.
Just fiber. They were ruthlessly selective about the quality.
So what's the secret? I know it's hypoallergenic because it's lanolin-free.
That's part of it, yes. But the real genius, the actual physics of it, the hair is hollow.
Hollow, what does that do?
It's a climate control system, basically. The trapped air is an incredible insulator.
So it keeps them warm when it's cold, but what about the sun?
It also keeps them cool. Think about it. There's living at up to 16,000 feet. You get intense sun during the day and freezing nights.
I see. So it's a survival mechanism that just happens to be a luxury for us.
Exactly why it was reserved for Inca royalty. This was life or death engineering.
So beyond the fiber, what's the engine running this thing? I mean, to even breathe up there requires some serious biological hardware.
Oh, absolutely. Their blood chemistry is just exceptional at carrying oxygen in thin air. It's incredibly efficient.
And that efficiency extends to their whole design, right? I was reading about their feet.
Yes. This is one of my favorite parts. Unlike a horse with its hard hoof.
Which would just tear up the mountainside.
It would. But alpacas have two-toed feet with these soft pads.
So they're low impact.
They're eco-friendly walkers, you could say. They don't destroy the fragile vegetation they rely on.
Which brings us to their digestion. They're called pseudoruminants.
Right. And again, it's all about efficiency. They have a 3-chambered stomach, not 4 like a cow.
Meaning they get more out of less?
Way more. They can thrive on much less food than other livestock of a similar size. Maximum nutrient extraction from very sparse grasses.
It's a perfect sustainable model. Low impact on the land, efficient with food. Does that translate to their social world?
It does, for the most part. Their main way of communicating is this gentle humming sound.
Humming? What does that mean?
It can mean anything from curiosity to boredom. It's their baseline. But, they do have defense mechanisms.
The famous spitting.
The spitting, yes.
Yeah.
But it's usually just at each other, settling food disputes, sibling rivalries, that kind of thing.
So if one spits at a human...
That's a bad sign. It means they feel seriously threatened.
And they're very organized socially, too, the communal latrine.
The midden, yes.
Mm-hmm.
The whole herd uses 1 or 2 spots.
That's fascinating. Why do they do that?
Well, 2 reasons. On a farm, it helps prevent the spread of parasites. But in the Andes, it's even more important.
How so?
That concentrated manure provides vital nutrients back into the really thin soil. They're actually fertilizing their own ecosystem.
Okay, we have to talk about a really critical warning sign from the sources. Berserk male syndrome, BMS.
Yes, BMS. This is crucial. It's what happens when a male baby, a cria, is overhandled by humans.
Like bottle-fed, treated like a pet.
Exactly. It doesn't have its herd peers, so it imprints on the human, but not as a caregiver.
That's a competitor.
As a rival male. And when it reaches adulthood, it will challenge that human for dominance. And it's extremely dangerous.
So it underscores how important it is to respect their social structure. Hands off.
Absolutely. They need to learn how to be an alpaca from other alpacas.
So when you put it all together, this is an animal that is so much more than just fluff. It's an intelligent social engineer.
A perfect example of coevolution between humans and animals, fine-tuned for a specific, harsh environment. It demands respect for its history.
Right. We started with this idea of royalty fiber, this ancient luxury, but the takeaway for me is how that's directly tied to the very modern need to maintain its wild social dynamics, like avoiding BMS just to keep everyone safe.
It's all connected.
It leaves you wondering what other domesticated animals that we think we know so well have these hidden survival secrets built right into their DNA. Something for you to think about until our next deep dive.